Hi guys. Happy YouTubing. Thanks for tuning in. I've been missing for a little while because I've been doing not very well. I go up and I go down, and just the daily maintenance of life has been overwhelming me. I'm literally in bed right now, and I've been in bed all day, and the likelihood of me leaving is very slim. Unfortunately, I woke up puking. I'm in a lot of pain, and I just tried getting up and getting dressed, and that was it for me. I'm good. So, the thing, I guess, I was trying to, every time I do a video, I kind of like to have a point, and today, oh God, just that made me dizzy. And today I just wanted to kind of give you a little snippet into some of the not so good days of Lyme's disease, and maybe in time you can kind of understand how Lyme's disease is and how it varies from day to day, and why sometimes somebody with Lyme's can seem normal and okay one day but not another day. And yeah, and also the reality is, I was talking about co-infections. And it also depends on what kind of co-infections you have, because they will obviously give you different types of symptoms. That's why, again, it's important to go to a Lyme literate doctor. I was initially diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and I know that people out there that have fibromyalgia, if I were to say there's no such thing, it's like getting a knife to the gut, and by no means do I want to hurt anybody in such a manner, but at the same time, in order to share my story, I have to be open and honest, and in my personal experience, and in my heart of hearts, I just don't understand how you can diagnose somebody with a disease without a definitive test that says this is what you have, and we know this for these factual reasons. Because as far as I understand, there's no test for fibromyalgia. It's based on a bunch of symptomology, and in my experience, it was when there was no other options left. We had to diagnose me with something in order to explain what was going on so that I could get help. And unfortunately, that misdiagnosis completely caused them to miss my actual condition, causing it to spread into my brain now. And now I may never be the same person ever again because of that. And that's something I live with on a daily basis, and it's a really hard pill to swallow. And I'm a firm believer that I think that fibromyalgia, a lot of people with fibromyalgia don't realize it, but they've got Lyme's disease or some type of co-infection that you can get through tick-borne illnesses. So, but the problem here is that you can't go to a normal doctor and say, hey, let's get a Lyme's disease test. When I got my test done, they kept saying, negative, negative, you're fine, no Lyme's disease. Even I remember my doctor said to me, you wouldn't laugh if you had chronic Lyme's disease. Look what happened. So that's the reality, is the CDC's testing is inaccurate. It's not sensitive enough. It doesn't cover all of the different strains or types of Lyme that you can get. There's different variations, different ticks. Honestly, I'm not going to go into the science because I don't feel, I would want to brush up a little more before I really gave you guys all the details on that kind of stuff. And I have to brush up right before because things go in and out. But long story short, I also started this channel because I want to bring awareness to people that do have fibromyalgia. Please don't stop looking, because I didn't. And I really just think that if something is wrong, you've got to figure out why. And unfortunately, from my understanding, fibromyalgia never delivered an answer of why. It was just an umbrella of symptoms to cover why it was happening, but again, no causation. There ended up being a lot of little hints and clues that had I been at a Lyme literate doctor, they would have picked up on that. But the big issue is that in order to get into a Lyme literate doctor, you need to pay out of pocket. You will not get it covered under medical insurance. There's no codes to cover it under medical insurance. So you will have to pay for doctor visits, and then if you can't do that, guess what? You don't get your testing. And then you also have treatment afterwards. Treatment pricing can vary depending on what's going on with you in a lot of different ways. And that's a big thing that I think people don't understand, because it's like you think, oh, Lyme's disease, it's straightforward, it's this, and it's not straightforward at all. It's just like there's so many different kinds of cancers. They act so many different ways. Some are more threatening. Some live better here. Like it's a lot more complicated than just that. And the sad thing is we don't even have billing codes to take care of people that get this condition. And I just think that if we started to be more open and honest and talking about the subject of Lyme's disease, that we might discover that a lot of people have it and haven't figured it out, because there's a lot of people out there with unknown illness causes. And I mean, I've met a lot of people with a lot of my same symptomology. I won't name names, but I also had a cousin that was diagnosed with fibro. She got the same type of testing as me, ended up coming that she had Lyme's disease as well. So I would like to hear back from other people too. If you ever get a chance to get accurately tested, IGeneX is the lab that I went to. You have to go to a specific lab, and I got tested for the whole 9 yards. And thank God I did, because turns out I had 5 other co-infections that have to get managed, and if they missed one of those infections or don't treat it, that could be the difference of me getting part of my life back or not. And unfortunately right now this is where I'm at, but at least I'm getting help and we figured it out why. I just hope that this world can start shedding more light, and that more people can start getting this help for this condition. And I really hope that maybe just in this simple conversation, sorry it hasn't been a little bit more, but I'm really tired and I wanted to share with you guys, because it's been a while since I posted anything. But yeah, if you do have something that they don't know the cause of it, don't give up. Ask different doctors, find different modalities, and always listen to your gut, because your gut always knows the truth. That's what I found. That's how I found Dr. Mara, who then sent me to Pacific Frontier, which is my Lyme doctor in San Francisco. And it's those 2 doctors that are the reason that I'm alive today and actually getting my functioning partly back. But the big issue is I've been really scared, because I don't know how much better I'm gonna get. And to be honest with you, I'm like so not okay and so sick feeling that I can't live every day like this. So I'm just really scared, because I've been on antibiotics for about a year, and I don't know how much longer this is going to go on. I don't know how much better I can get. I don't know. And so it's like riding a wild river, and you don't know what rapids, if a rock's going to come up or what, and it's like bumping and smacking you and like hurting and completely uncomfortable, and you're soaking wet and it's miserable, and you never know when the ride's going to end. So anyways, this is what's going on for me right now, world. Sorry everybody's in quarantine, and I hope we can all find a way to stick together through this. All the best to all of you. Love ya.